I have reached our destination. So this is Rustic Road 13. It's only 3 miles long. I drove about 50 some miles so that I could drive 3. From an economical standpoint, this makes no sense. But it's one of those things you do because you can and because this is enjoyable. And right over here was excellent. I mean, it's a beautiful day. From now till snowfall, I just love this time of year. The air just feels different. You know, the trees are going to be changing. And driving through a woodsy area like this is just a real pleasure. This one is tarred. You know, a lot of these are paved. So you can do these roads on a bicycle if you want. Even the gravel ones, from what I could tell, were quite nice. You know, there's a couple of them, like Rustic Road 51. That one was a challenge if you're not in the proper vehicle. That one could be kind of a challenge. Can be done though. You know, worst case, if you're going through there on a small motorcycle or something, and you're a little worried about it, you just jump off and just walk your bike through this water. It's only about 8-10 inches deep. The worst part is, you know, the rocks that they did have in there was large rock and it was really slimy. The stuff they have in there now is much better. It's a smaller rock and I think you get some footing in that. But that's 51. This is a different road. This one just kind of weaves through a little back country area here. We're not that far from Hudson. So I think I'm going to do at least one more. Oh, nice little creek there. And I'll buzz over to Hudson and then work my way back from Hudson. So I go from Hudson to Stillwater, and that's a really nice. And I haven't been on that stretch for quite a while, so that's going to be a nice ride home. I should have brought my fly rod, although I would be fishing illegally. So I did leave it at home. I have not done any fly fishing this year. It just did not work out this year, you know. But it's still been a good summer. You know, anytime you're vertical, that's a good time. Someone kind of sneaked it up on me. And yes, we have gobs and gobs of politicized areas. That's unfortunate, but it's again one of them things. I think we're 59 days from the election, so in 60 days, those signs will all go away and life will be just a wondrous place. That's my plan anyway. Yeah, so pretty nice woodsy area. I can tell I'm getting a little bit more north because I'm seeing more evergreen trees, some pines and some spruce. And the more you go north, the more you see that. Although I haven't even hit, well, I'm just above the center of Wisconsin, I guess, so not really too far up north. So here she opens up pretty good. This is coming to the end, I guess. So that was a pretty short little stretch. But it's one more feather in my rustic hat. That should make 6 that I've done. So officially, I have right now earned a badge. So they have like a cloth so on badge, which is pretty awesome. Let's see, I gotta pull over and punch in the next one. Should be one fairly close to here. Hopefully nobody will come home, shoot at me or anything crazy. That has become a concern all of a sudden. Now we got freeway shootings. It's always something, you know. Let's see what's next here. So I did 13. How about 116? Geez, I got 116 and 92, and that's it in this list. Also, I'm going to do a little video on how to import these into Google Maps, because see, right now it says preview, but if I change to my location, now it says start. 10 minutes away. Good. And of course I'm facing the wrong way. Or am I? Well, I don't know. I think so. You know, you got a 50-50 chance of turning the right way, which means you have about a 90% chance that's never going to happen. Okay, so it says 9 minutes. So we'll do a little video en route here. I do have the ability to charge my my Scenic, because it doesn't last very long. It probably runs out of juice after about a half an hour, 40 minutes maybe. So I just stick it in the saddlebag and plug it in, and usually about a half hour or so it's charged back up again. I've got a GoPro here too. And that one's basically doing a little bit better job of stability. My helmet camera is really jerky, as you have noticed probably. You know, the odd thing about the GoPros is you can't turn the microphone off. So when I'm doing my post editing, I can either turn the sound way down, or I can just eliminate the track. So it's no big deal. Sometimes it's kind of nice to have a little bit of engine noise in there. It gives the video a little bit of realism. You know, and typically you play some music, but I like to have the music as background. I really don't like videos when people have the music blaring away and you can't understand what they're saying or what they're doing, and and the other thing is really long intros. You know, the intro should be short and sweet, get the point across and move on. But they have kind of a big splashy thing usually, and I've learned you start every YouTube video at about 2 minutes and eliminate all that stuff. Although I will admit my videos are pretty old school, no frills. You get the point across, and they could be viewed as kind of boring, I guess. Because that explains why none of them have gone viral or anything. But that's okay. I do it just for the heck of it anyway. I don't make any money doing it, that's for sure. I think in the 10 years I've been doing videos, I accumulated almost $400. If that isn't something, I don't know what it is. I better pay attention. Sometimes you're just too poor to pay attention, Some of the roads going from one place to another, or one rustic road to another, are almost as nice as the roads themselves. Now, the way they determine these things is I think people just submit areas of an area of a road that they think is extra scenic and maybe deserves consideration, and then the state determines whether it'll be listed or not. So the whole reasoning or the whole methodology is try to pick a road that's, twisty and woodsy and scenic, the kind of things that motorcyclists typically want to see. So it's a great thing. I think that's one thing Wisconsin has going for them, is they really like to show off the scenery and the diversity in the landscape, which is admirable. Minnesota's got some areas like this, but a lot of Minnesota is also pretty flat, kind of like Colorado. Colorado is two different things. You got the mountainy Colorado, and then you got the Colorado that is flat as a pancake. It's pretty boring, Well, it says I got 4 minutes to go. What would a guy do without a cell phone? I just bought 2 new cars, and both of them have Android Auto, and it's awesome. Instead of having the built-in GPS that really sucks, like the one that's in my bike here, I've never used it and I never will. It's clunky and stupid, and I can yell at my phone and it'll tell me where to go. That doesn't sound right, does it? Anyway, yeah, the phone's a handy thing. Well, we should be coming up on it here pretty quick. Any minute now, the lady is going to tell me to do something. Well, when the red dot shows up on your map, that pretty much tells you you're almost there. Under a minute. So bear with me for under a minute, and then we'll see the next Rustic Road. Boardman, I thought it said boredom. Rustic Road. Oh, it says right there. What lady? The lady didn't say nothing. What the heck? You just can't get good health nowadays. Okay, here we are. Where's the sign? I did point this way. Oh, we'll see. Oh, a little Halloween stuff going on there. Once in a while you run across one of these where the signage is missing. Maybe I'll catch it on the other end. We'll see. It certainly appears to be rustic. This is what we call it. I guess in Wisconsin this is called backcountry tar. No markings, fairly narrow. It's like a 3/4 wide street. Pretty good condition. This is a little more prairie-like. Nice little river thing there. These roads remind me of pheasant hunting. Kind of the roadways that were involved in that. Yeah, look at this. They didn't have a sign on the other end. I'm going to have to take a picture of this one. 116. I got to turn around and get a picture of it. Because you got to send the state pictures of the signs. Which I imagine you could cheat. You could query this on Google Images and get this, but that takes all the fun out of it. You got to be real here. So we will take a picture of this one. It's only 2 miles long, and we got her. We got one left. Let's see if I can get to it. Reverse is handy on these Goldwings, but it is really slow. But handy. If it wasn't for reverse, I would have to use my leg muscles. Ugh. That would be horrible. It says go ahead and take a right. Alright, so we're going to turn this off, and I'll catch you on the next.